Welcome everybody to look at a new Radiance Films release, and it is 1967's We Still Kill the Old Way. So this is directed by Elio Petri, who also did The Working Class Goes to Heaven and Investigation of a Citizen Above Suspicion, both of which are behind me. So the former of those was actually released also by Radiance Films, and the second was released by the Criterion Collection. So yeah, it's nice to have another film from the director. And this is a crime thriller, clocking in at 94 minutes long. Stars Gian Maria Volonte, who was also in The Working Class Goes to Heaven and Investigation of a Citizen Above Suspicion. But he was also in the first two Fistful of Dollar films, Fistful of Dollars and For a Few Dollars More, and Le Cercle Rouge. So, yeah, I've seen him in a great many films. I own all of those films, in fact, and yeah, he's impressed in every film that he's been in. Also stars Irene Papaz, who was in the likes of Don't Torture a Duckling and The Guns of Navarone. And finally, Gabrielle Fazzetti, who was in the likes of On Her Majesty's Secret Service, The Sidekick, and Once Upon a Time in the West. So, yeah, pretty stacked cast on the whole, to be honest. And yeah, after two men are killed on a hunting trip, a lonely professor takes it upon himself to investigate what he believes was not a simple honour killing. As his search intensifies, politics and the church become implicated in a rather complex conspiracy orchestrated by a powerful criminal organisation. So, this is now the not only the third film that I've seen from Elio Petri, but one of several films now that I've seen from the three lead cast. And although it is my least favorite, well, not my least favorite, but it's not my absolute favorite film of the three that I've now seen from the director. It is still nonetheless an overall engrossing effort that has a well executed mystery element to its plot. The cast is also great. The score by Louis Bacalov is excellent. He's most well known, as far as I'm concerned, for doing the Django soundtrack or score. And yeah, he's excellent once again at doing that. The pacing is on point. The Sicilian locale is well used. It's also set in Palmero in part of it as well. The cinematography is well done, and the conclusion, despite it being really rather quite dark, is nonetheless satisfyingly realised, especially since it kind of tracks with the rest of the film about being up against a powerful and, despite being a relatively lonely person and a person that's not in a powerful or influential role. So yeah, on the whole, really rather good. 4 out of 5, which is the same kind of rating I gave what The Working Class Goes to Heaven, but slightly lower than Investigation of a Citizen Above Suspicion. But yeah, on the whole, a overall really rather good film, and one that is really rather engrossing throughout. There is some parts of the plot that are a little bit muddled, and it's quite easy to get lost in terms of who, what characters are who, and such, especially since characterization, even though it's fairly decent for the lead character, isn't particularly great for the supporting characters, to be honest. But yeah, that's the only real issues I have with it. And there's the disc itself, and we have the reversible artwork on the sleeve, which I feel, even though I really like the new artwork that it's got going for it, I think this one's better, just because it's also kind of relates to the actual film in itself in terms of a scene. Because there's a scene where a woman is reading a Giallo book, and Giallo books were yellow, and yeah, that kind of tracks more with this, to be honest. I feel, but still, overall a good uh, choice of artwork there. Then we have the booklet. Inside, we've got your cast and your crew, and then we've got director's statement by Elio Petri, and then of things best left in the dark, or why do we still kill in the old way, from 2024 by David Wingrove, and then about the transfer and credits. So yeah, the transfer itself. Let's take a look. Where are we? There we go. So it was restored by the Museo Nazionale del Cinema di Torino and Movie Time. The film was scanned in 4K from the original camera negative, and restoration was undertaken at Studio Cine in Rome, Italy. The sound was scanned from the original optical negative and digitally restored at Studio Cine, and the restoration was made possible with the support of Giovanni Gravini Volante, founder of La Villa degli Autori, as well as co-artistic director with Fabio Canu, and supported by Paolo Petri, Sergio Taffetti, president of the National Cinema Museum of Turin. And the original English titles and soundtrack were transferred by MGM and supplied to Radiance Films as digital files. And the film is presented in its original aspect ratio and mono audio mix. And yeah, the film itself looks really rather good. Obviously, I have nothing really to compare it against, but I found no issues at all with the film in terms of the picture quality, and the sound was really good as well, especially when it comes to Louis Bakalov's score, which is really, really rather great. And yeah, if the sound was poor, that would sound poor as well, and it just doesn't. And then on the disc itself, we've got a archival documentary featuring interviews with writer Ugo Pero, composer Louis Bacalov, and Paolo Petri. Then we got an interview with the makeup artist Pier Antonio Macassi, and an interview with Roberto Curti, author of Elio Petri, Investigation of a Filmmaker. Obviously, that's a bit of a pun on the Investigation of a Citizen Above Suspicion film title. And then we've got an interview with Fabrizio Cataliano, grandson of author Leonardo Schizazia, which, yeah, so this film is actually based on a book, and the book itself only came out a year before the actual film, so clearly the book was either a hit or such a critical darling that, yeah, a film getting rushed out so quickly is kind of rare, to be honest, when a book is released like that. The only other one I can think of is really like Jurassic Park, which got released 3 years after the book itself. So, yeah, kind of quick turnaround in terms of getting the film out there. And then we also have a trailer as well. So, yeah, on the whole, a really rather good release. Like I said, it's not my favourite film from the director, but it is still overall a really rather good one. And yeah, another solid, in-depth release from Radiance Films. And yeah, it's great to see that they are, resisting the whole nonsense when it comes to AI upscaling or anything like that I've heard so much about lately, especially when it comes to 4K UHD releases. So I'm glad they're not yet submitted to that nonsense. But still, overall, let's be positive, and the positive is the fact we've got a great film on Blu-ray that's easily and readily available to buy or rent, and yeah. It's another fantastic release from Radiant Films that I can add to my collection now. So, yeah, if you have seen this film before, I'd like to hear your thoughts on it. But nonetheless, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.